Yes, hello viewers. I thank God for this moment, and I thank God for you also as a listener. I know God is doing something in your life. We said when we were starting that these videos, these short videos that we have, or this story that we have, it is becoming yours because there's so much resonance and there's healing that is causing in your heart. The more you take, the more you listen. So yeah, we are back. So
now we're in the pastor's house.
yes, we're in the pastor's house.
Yes. How does it feel?
Yeah, you know, it feels good. Being in this place, you know, you feel, you know, this is the place that I've been valued. It is the place where I've been loved. And there was love that was shown even previously. There's so much that that has happened to me even in the past. So this is the place. But it's still, even though I'm in the place, it's like I'm still Peter. I'm still angry, and there's still pain in my heart. I'm still wounded by some of the things that took place in my life, in the past now. Maybe some of the things that drove me, you know, to come in the place.
Okay.
You know, that's what
you are shoved by by the issues.
Yes.
You're pushed.
Yeah, exactly. And there are some of the things that could not come off my mind. Remembering the decision that my mom had to make. It was, although it was a hard decision, but it was hurting at the moment on my side. You know, parting from the family, your mom, my mom now, my sister. It was so painful, and also remembering some of the things that my mom was saying. And, you know, even that church.
But if you say, if you had to put yourself in her shoes now, looking back, do you think she had any choice?
No. When I put myself in the situation, it never had any choice. It was a very hard.
Probably that was the best choice.
It was the best choice.
That was the best choice.
It was the best choice. But it was, you know, painful.
That was painful.
Then there's no mother who can do that. You know, she never had. She was in between a rock and hard place. She didn't know any way to do it.
She was looking for how the family can balance.
Exactly.
Because she was the one who was receiving all the punches.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And you know, so at that moment I developed a hatred. There's a hatred that I developed at the moment for my mother. At that moment, because of the decision that she made. At that moment I could not understand, but I developed a hatred, and I said in my heart, she's not my mother again. It's like I just rejected. I just rejected her, even though she's my biological mother. I just rejected her. And just replaced her with the preacher's wife as my mother now. It's like I replaced my mother with the preacher's wife. They're saying, no, this is now, you know, you're no longer my mother now. Because of the pain and the decision that you made, deciding with my stepfather, now hurting me, is like it was so painful.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm now here, and there was a lot that was happening. You know, the love and the expression that was being shown, even though that love was there, I could not really tolerate maybe the things that happened to me in the past.
So you are here in the pastor's house.
Yeah.
You are there in the body.
Yes.
But in the thoughts and the feelings, it's like you really never shifted.
I never shifted. It's like I never shifted. My heart never shifted from that. It's like my heart is still locked in those wounds. It's like my heart is still bruised, and I could not even, you know, I'm just faking smiles, but not really smiling or maybe laughing with the other people, the other family members. Not really. I remember going back to church now because I never expected to have my parents on a Sunday. But when now in the church,
your mom came.
My mom came.
She's a member.
She's a member.
And so you're not expecting her because she already told you that she will not come.
Yeah, she will never come. Even she don't think of even coming. And so that was what was in my mind, that my mom will never come into this church. But she came. She turned up. And I was like asking myself.
You said you will not come.
Yeah. And to add more salt on the
injury. Yes.
It's like you have reminded me of some of the decision and some of the words that you spoke in my presence. It hurted me a lot. So I ignored my mom, even when I was greeting other people, even greeting them.
You dodged your mom. You could not.
I never wanted even to see her. And then, in the presence of my mom, I would come and maybe embrace the pastor's wife, embrace and show how much I love her.
Oh my goodness!
In the presence of my mom.
And then you refuse to hug your mom?
Exactly. I'll even greeting her or shaking hands. No.
And you know, this is some of the situations that are happening to the Church of Christ today.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the church, they don't greet one another.
They don't.
There are people who cannot even hug each other. There are people who don't talk to each other.
They don't talk.
And they're in the church.
And then, the reason that's why they do that is because of maybe they collided somewhere. And it's like they don't want to solve these things up. And that is where sharing comes in.
Yes.
Whereby sharing is the only medicine that can really heal and bring people together.
And I know that there are people who are watching to you today.
Exactly.
And there are some members they don't talk to in the church.
Yeah.
Both is focusing to the pastor. You know, each one of them is focusing to the pastor.
Exactly.
And pretending that you're hearing the word, and the word does not enter you because there's somebody you cannot talk to.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there is so much power, and the grace of God is too sensitive. The grace of never play around with the grace of God. You're in the church and you don't talk with your brother. You are in the church and it's like you don't want even to greet one another because of some of the things that maybe took place between you people. And you think that you sit down, you want to understand what God is saying through the man of God. That will never make up because the grace of God is too sensitive. The moment it senses that this something that is happening in between you, it just navigates or maybe passes you. And
this grace is all about the heart.
And it's all about the heart.
So to me, I'm thinking even at that moment when you're hugging the pastor's wife, it was not genuine either.
Yeah.
Because to her, it was a communication to your mom, and here you are just embracing her, and it's a communication. That mom, I've had another mother.
Yeah.
How did you get out of this mess?
Even though, let me say this first, even though I was doing all of these things, there was still pain.
Yes.
There was still pain. So how I came out of this place that Sunday, now within the week, I never knew that the preacher noticed what I was doing.
Yeah.
I never knew he noticed what I was doing.
He was watching you.
He was watching. He was watching my attitude and my character. And it's like he was not pleased by whatever was happening. That's why I'm saying the grace of God is too sensitive. It senses some of the things. If a servant of God is really walking with God that deeply, the person is in a position to sense some of the things that are also happening in the church.
The whole environment.
The whole environment.
Yes. So you are able to, when the grace is at liberty of working,
exactly.
You are able to feel the environment. You're able to feel the environment.
Able to feel.
Yes.
And I thank God how he have manifested himself through us, and he have just made his people to be able to to be able to make the grace of God to use them to maybe to feel the environment.
Yes.
And so it felt that there's something wrong with some of my
the flock.
The flock.
With Joel.
There's something wrong here. So it really has to be dealt with quickly before it grows. So what happened is just within the week. I was now making or preparing the tea in the kitchen. Yeah. Now in pastor's house.
Okay.
I'm preparing the tea, and it's like, I'm just there. But still, Peter, there's so much Peter in my heart. There's so much pain and wounded in my heart. Asking myself many a times, why, Mom? did you do all of these things? And it's like, now the preacher came in the kitchen where I was, and he stood by my seat there, and he started talking to me, and it's like he was telling me, Joel, I want to talk with you, and I want you to be attentive to what I'm telling you here, because it is some of the things that have ever happened to me. As I have shared with you my story in the past, that I was also born out of wedlock, just like you.
And he's telling you for the first time?
No, not really.
You knew it.
I knew it. You have talked to me about it many times in the previous moment. And it's like he's also telling me that some of the things that you're going through, I went through them. What you're going through, I went through it. So I want you to listen to my words.
Okay.
These words contained wisdom, and it brought in unity in the spirit. It told me, my son, I have seen your attitude at the church. I've seen your attitude, the way you are treating your mother at the church. It is not good.
Yes.
It is not good. What kind of a son are you? What kind of a son are you? You're not greeting your mother. You're showing your mother the way, you're showing your mother, that you don't love her, and it's like you are hugging my wife in her presence, and it's like you don't want to show her also love.
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of a son are you?
What is that communication?
What do you communicate? If you cannot do that to your own mother, what kind of a son are you? What kind of a son? And he told me, the pain that you are feeling now at this moment, I'm telling you, it's more worse on the side of your mother.
Yes.
If you can just go into
your
those
mom
shoes,
has more pain than you can imagine.
More than you can imagine. She has it. Can't you remember those days that she was struggling with you? When your life was in a stake, when your stepfather was trying to do a lot, and maybe take you back into the country, she fought up to the level she could to be able to rescue you. Don't you remember? What kind of a son are you? Why are you doing to your mother like this? Why? It's like, why? Why? It's like, why?
Why treating your mom like that?
Why treating your mom? And she gave birth to you. Remember that, Joel. Don't you remember she gave birth to you? Don't you remember the struggle that she struggled? And he told me, I want you to know this. Again, he repeated, I was born out of wedlock. And it's like, when I was living under my stepfather, now he was telling me about a little bit of his story, connecting it with mine and whatever is happening. And he was telling me, I was like, in this family, I never knew in my life that my mother sometimes used to sacrifice so much, and sometimes she received some kicks because of me. Sometimes she was wounded because of me. There was so much pain because of me.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you don't know how your mother
got through.
You don't know how the pain she has gone through
because of you.
You don't know the struggle she has gone through. You don't know.
Just try to give your life.
Exactly. She told me you are only seeing good things that she have done in the outside. But if you go in the secret life, she have prayed
for your life.
She have prayed a lot. A lot of sacrifice. She have paid a lot.
What are you feeling when the pastor was talking to you these words?
I was feeling as if that pain, the pain that was within me, the bitterness was really melting. It's like it was melting. It was like decreasing. It's like I'm no longer feeling this thing anymore.
You felt you're not justified to behave that way.
Exactly. I felt at the same time ashamed of
the
myself.
behavior, yeah.
Of myself. I've not done it well. And I think that thing connected us in the spirit. It really connected us in the spirit at the moment. It connected us.
So what did you do when you met her next time?
The next time when I met my mom, I talked with my mom. I sat with her down and we start talking and, you know, like mending things together, talking together. And it's like my mom never talked about anything that happened. It was just
but
natural.
She knew
but she knew
your attitude was very negative.
Exactly. She never talked about all of these things. But what happened is like there was so much unity that was created in the air when the servant of God spoke to me. There was so much. So we just talked normally. It's like it became like it just entered it by itself.
The hatred melted.
And it's like we just united, just like that. I don't know. There's so much power.
So the Bible says that an open rebuke.
Yeah. That I think that is Proverbs 27.
An open rebuke.
Yeah, it's
better than a hidden love.
A hidden love, exactly.
It's better than a hidden love. Yeah. It's better the person who comes and rebukes you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And so that was my mother. And it's like there was so much unity that was created at the moment. Yeah, and I thank God for everything.
Thank you.
May God bless you.